Hey, just me here. So I don't usually do this sort of thing, but I am looking into some insight as to maybe what my dreams mean. I've been having night terrors since my kitty, Mister, passed away. He was the last living thing I had since my mom passed away. So it could all be in relation to that. It could honestly be stress from work, because my work is quite stressful. I do work in vet med, so it can get pretty difficult. So I guess I'll start with the first dream that I had since he passed away. Basically, full white background. There was no other visual aid to it. This lady was sitting there holding 3 or 4 puppies, all of which different breeds. I know specifically there was a kettle dog and a retriever in those mix of breeds. She had kind of like a mauve or a light sweater hoodie on, pull strings, not a zip hoodie. She had kind of frizzy blonde hair, pointed features, very pointed nose, kind of gapped teeth, very square gapped teeth. Um, and on the other side, she had like a bait dog, is what you'd call it. A big kind of looked like a greyhound. It was all white, skin hanging off. You could see muscle, ribs, everything was exposed as this kind of bull mastiff breed was attacking it. Then it kind of went towards her again. I was filming her, basically saying, "You shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong," kind of thing. And all she did was look at me and say, "Ain't no dog tough as this one." As a little golden retriever puppy came kind of bounding towards her with a big laceration on its head, very open, red, yucky looking. So that said, my next dream. I say me in this dream, but it wasn't me, it was somebody else. Basically, we were walking up a dark street. We seen a big group of teenagers or people ahead that were very rowdy, didn't trust it, didn't get good vibes. So we eventually steered off into this random business, and hid, and was hoping to wait for them to go. We hid basically in this, like, I want to say glass, but it was like, I don't know exactly what to explain. It wasn't glass, it was sicker than glass. We were cowering in the corner. Basically, the kids came in and tried to torture us by hammering at it, all sorts of things, calling names, insults, that sort of thing. Basically, once those kids disappeared, this lady came to the opposite side, opened the door. She was kind of medium height, had kind of shoulder length brown hair, very small, delicate features for her, and she said to follow her. And then basically after that, I kind of flash forwarded, and all I see is this, like, I'm assuming abandoned shack or barn or whatever. There's people basically sliding down this rusty old chute, with oxygen masks on, basically just trying to keep them alive, so their organs and meat don't start decaying. At this point, there's big Rottweilers coming at these people and basically tearing their insides out. Organs are everywhere, blood's everywhere. Then it flash forwards again, and the girl is basically hiding behind a rock looking at this abandoned shed. Maybe she escaped. I don't know the situation. Then after that, the other night, I had a dream about a young girl, again, kind of shoulder length brown hair. Her mom had cancer. Again, could be related to my situation when my mom had cancer. But her husband was not mean to her in any way. This girl's mother's partner was very mean to her, neglectful, cheating on her, that sort of thing. And basically, she looked at him and said, "You'll feel God's wrath. God will punish you." Then, basically, after that, it kind of flash forwards to both of them on this hill. She's at the bottom. For some reason, he's at the top. There's string tied around his fingers. She's pulling and pulling, basically trying to rip each of his fingers off. There's, again, blood everywhere. The string's full of blood. Then it kind of fast forwards a bit. He's down at the side with the daughter, kind of laughing maniacally. And at this point, his face is painted black with, like, white markings on it. And then my most recent dream that I had last night, which I woke up trying to scream, was basically I was laying on my living room floor in this apartment, which is weird. I don't have a bed there. I don't have anything. As you know, my apartment is a bachelor. Anyway, for some reason, there was a bed there. Laying there, I had 3 cats at the time, 2 of which were a duplicate of my living cat, Lionel. My deceased cat, Mister, was sitting on the couch. I could feel a weird tingling sensation up and down my ribs. Don't know what that was about, but basically each cat was on each side of me. They didn't notice each other at first, but when they did notice each other, it's as normal cats do, hissing, growling, all the things. Lionel did lunge, kind of take a bite out of the cat's skull. There was a bit of a puncture wound, obviously, from his bite. Then all of a sudden, the cat turned into a kitten, which was on Mister's side of the couch or bed. Then next thing I know, Mister kind of took a lunge and a bite, and the next thing I know, the cat's decapitated. At this point, the cat turned into a kitten magically. So I'm panicking. I get up. I try to rush out to my kitchen. At this point, I could feel that kitten's skull roll down my leg onto the floor. I'm freaking out for whatever reason. I run the cat's head under cold water. At this point, the cat did not look like a kitten. It looked like a rat or something. It was completely gray, furless. But at the same time, when I ran it under the cold water, I could specifically feel the heart beating, which was weird. Then, for some reason, after that situation, it fast forwarded to me looking into my living room, or bedroom area, sorry. I could see the chair that's by the window. It's supposed to be my reading area. It was moving about all over the place on its own. I told it to get back. Then there was another toy type thing that I don't even have that was like a bell. It was tethered to my bed with a thick rope-like thing that said beware. It was moving about all over the place, dinging a bell consistently. I told it to get back. Both of those things got back. Then for some reason there was this looked like a kid's camping chair, moving forward towards my bed in the living room. Told it to get back. It wasn't listening until eventually, for whatever reason, it went under my bed, which was just a mattress on the floor, to basically to the point where I woke up trying to scream, get back. Very weird, very odd. Don't know what these dreams mean. I'm sorry this is a long video, but I'm really hoping someone can maybe help me interpret what these things mean. Again, maybe it's just an illusion of my mind from so much stress and trauma. I don't know, but hopefully someone can help. Thank you.